Nearly every minute, every 66 seconds, someone here in America develops Alzheimer's disease. This is a devastating disease to experience on any level. Though research is constantly evolving, there may be key lifestyle changes that can potentially reduce the risk of cognitive decline. This month of June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. Our first guest today, Marie Calindo, is the Executive Director of the Alzheimer's Association of Greater Richmond. Good morning to you, Marie.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Good to see you. This is a very important month because it's a great time to shine the spotlight on this illness and all of the challenges that not only the people who have it have, but the family, the caregivers who are taking care of them.
Absolutely, Cheryl. For every individual with Alzheimer's or dementia, 1 to 3 family members are impacted by the disease as caregivers. And what the association wants to do during the month of June is to raise awareness of Alzheimer's, the disease, of the support services that are provided by the Alzheimer's Association, as well as allowing people an opportunity to help us find an end to Alzheimer's disease.
And I think support is so important because you've got the person who has the illness, but it's sometimes the people who are around them who are having the more challenging issue with this.
Absolutely. Most family caregivers are caring for the individual alone, and they don't want to ask for help or assistance. And so they don't know what to do. They believe that they need to take care of that individual by themselves, and they're feeling stress, social isolation. Many times family caregivers will stop taking care of themselves. And so again, our response and what we want to do is raise awareness to say, contact the Alzheimer's Association at our 24/7 helpline. The association offers trained counselors in helping people with support, access to care and services. Just another person at the end of the phone who's saying, I'm here to help you. How can I help you do that? We work with long-distance family caregivers. All our resources are available at alz.org, and certainly here in the Greater Richmond area at our chapter office.
You got something coming up later this month on the 21st. It's called The Longest Day.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, June 21st is the longest day of the year, and we take that as an opportunity to honor and celebrate family caregivers who for every day feels like the longest day of the year, because many of those caregivers are caring for their families 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without a break. So we offer that as an opportunity to do something in honor and memory of the person you love. Ride a bike, play golf, whatever that individual and family member love to do that in their honor, and use it as an opportunity to raise awareness and funds for research and programs and services for the association.
Are there any kind of organized events going on that day that people can get involved in?
It's all team-based, so if you go to alz.org/TLD, you'll find in our area groups and organizations and teams that are doing events, but it's all individual, team-based, no big event as we do for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. But we're going to have a number of places actually go purple on the longest day. The Governor's Mansion will turn purple, the Science Museum will turn purple, City Hall. All purple is the color of the Alzheimer's Association. And again, it's all about raising awareness of the fact that we're here, and individuals and family caregivers don't need to go on that journey alone. They have support with the Alzheimer's Association.
And that's so important because, as we mentioned, every 66 seconds someone gets Alzheimer's disease. It's getting toward epidemic numbers, and if you're not dealing with it now, you're probably going to be dealing with it somewhere down the line, either for yourself or someone you love.
Exactly. 1 in 10 Americans over the age of 65 have Alzheimer's. 1 in 3 over the age of 85. Over 26,000 in the Greater Richmond chapter area. Today, as you mentioned, every 66 seconds. By 2050, without a way to prevent or treat the disease, that will be every 33 seconds.
Wow.
Someone will develop Alzheimer's disease. So you're right, without a way to treat it or to prevent it, take steps to do that, it will become an epidemic for our nation.
Have there been any strides in trying to figure out what causes it, what we can do to prevent it? How to treat it?
Yes, the Alzheimer's Association is the leading nonprofit funder of Alzheimer's disease research, and so we are making strides in ways to take the plaque, the amyloid and the plaques and tangles out of the brain, that amyloid, and get it out of the brain, so using drug therapies to do that. So research is being made all the time, and even when drugs fail, we learn something from that drug failure. And the key really is having individuals in our trials who are are younger and who are in the early stages, because what we found is the prior drugs that failed in clinical trials were because the drugs were presented too late into the disease process. The sooner we can get people into clinical trials who are starting to show signs or symptoms, the greater likelihood that those drug therapies will work, and then we'll find that cure. One day we know we will have a survivor of Alzheimer's disease. We feel it, and that's what, when we come to work every day, that's what we're working towards.
We're gonna have to do it. Well, Marie, before we let you go, is there one important thing you want our viewers to know today?
Absolutely. I want our viewers your viewers to know you don't have to go through this journey alone. Please call the Alzheimer's Association. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. We're here to support you and provide care and support services, as well as finding that cure, funding research, because one day we will have an Alzheimer's survivor.
If only. Thank you, Marie Caliendo, for joining us today.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're very welcome. This June 21st is the day set aside for an Alzheimer's Awareness Day. The longest day symbolizes the round-the-clock journey those living with Alzheimer's and their caregivers face every day. For more on how you can take part and honor someone who's facing the disease, we'll put a link at WTVR.com/VTM. Very important to support this organization.